Miss Cardi, this isn't the first time, and it probably won't be the last time we speak. Well, I guess I speak. And I say this with all love. I know what we're about to respond to is a reaction, or at least your attempt to defend possible allegations of you moving forward with said individual, Maduka Okoye. I hope I said the name right. I probably did. It is what it is. I'm going to give my thoughts on this. I heard what you had to say. The people hear what you have to say. I want to drive this home as much as possible without it sounding redundant. So bear with me, folks. We got to talk.
Okay, y'all. Cardi B is finally responding after everybody told her she needs to pick better men. Now, you guys know she's talking to the soccer player Maduka, and the other day, his baby mama went off on him, exposing him once she seen that him and Cardi B were together again.
Could I pick better men? Probably, maybe so, whatever. But even if I do, one thing about it, two things for sure. I'm telling you this since I was 20. Since I was 20. As long as a nigga has a baby mom, fuck a baby mom. As long as a nigga have an ex-girlfriend, just an ex-girlfriend itself, this is going to happen.
So Maduka helped Cardi B to her seat during Paris Fashion Week. Then they were spotted sitting beside each other at a group dinner in Venice. Then that's when his child's mother, Jaleesa, went off online and made several serious allegations about him, including claims that he doesn't properly show up for their son. And that's why everybody started saying, Cardi, please choose better. It wasn't only about Maduka, but people are looking at what Cardi already went through publicly with Offset and then Stefan Diggs, and they think they're watching the beginning of another messy situation. Baby has never confirmed that she's dating this man, but in this Twitter space, it seems like, she's kind of confirming that by saying, like, hey, she's not going to be single forever. People want her to stay single and focus on herself, but she needs to be entertained, and her hoo-ha needs some entertainment too.
When I was 20 years old, I was dating this guy. He was dating this crazy ass white girl. Well, he that was an ex-girlfriend. She was obsessed with me. She was obsessed with me. She was calling my house phone. Yeah, I had a house phone and a cell phone. She was calling me to tell him to leave him alone, all that shit. She even came to my job. This skinny little white girl. To the point that I was like, girl, please. I don't want to get you beat up. Leave me alone. Because she was so little. I used to tell her, like, please, I don't want to get you beat up, please. Especially when she that day that she came to my job. And one thing about it, me and my stripper bitches, not even Keita and Sweeney, is like the other ones that I used to hang out with, they will beat the shit out of somebody. I was like, please, girl, leave me alone. Then when I dated that scammer that I dated for 3 years, he had an insane baby mom. Like the bitch was even crazier. The bitch was even crazier. She was just fucking insane. Now, now, if y'all was around the Tommy era, if y'all was really around the Tommy era, if y'all know me from 2014 to 13, y'all know too. The baby mom was insane. And the list is gonna go on. So unless a man fucking was born the day before yesterday and never dated a girl, never did this and that, this is what always gonna come with it. I don't know what.
I understand the angle that you're trying to take, right? Most of us already have experience. We've already laid down with multiple people, had the crazies, the highs, the lows, the good one that got away. I'll concede to that. What you're implying, however, and this is just my take, what you're trying to say is that every guy that you have dealt with has been attached to someone who was either envious of you or had a certain type of identity that found its way to your front door, meaning they were crazy, they were baby mamas, they were ratchet, street, indecisive with their choices of men, and or were attracted to the same type in which you inevitably would be attracted to as well. You told on yourself without telling on yourself. What am I talking about? See, what your excuse is that you can't locate a man who is stable, and the only way that that would be possible is if time itself went in reverse and aligned you with the archetype of guy with Chad and Tyrone qualities that never had a body count and was wealthy and had all of those toxic attributes without being tainted with intimacy or had any spiritual ties to anybody else. Is that what I'm gathering here? If you listen to her very carefully, she talked about her stripper friends. She talked about B exes that were crazy. She brought up a white girl. Everything that I heard sounded like the same thing that most of us, not all, have seen grown up or we have dealt with grown up. The only difference is there was zero accountability on her part within that statement that she made, which to me, it sounds like you are preparing everybody for what's to possibly come from dealing with someone who has already mirrored the same set of patterns prior. So we shouldn't be surprised or disappointed when it happens again, because that's just the type of man that I like or I'm attracted to or is attracted to me. And I can't be with anything that is normal or stable at all because that doesn't fit into my world or what I was raised off of. Tell me somebody if I heard that incorrectly or not. So many people, so many women like that think that way. You blame the rest of the population for failing, and all I can think of, you blame them for failing because they don't turn into the pieces of shit that you end up inevitably breaking up with, filing police reports over, et cetera, et cetera. You mad at us for not wanting to go down that road of instability. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. So you're telling us you are interested in him? You don't care about what she said? Are you telling me that, oh, she's just bitter because he not with her no more? So this that same sisterhood stuff that y'all be talking about, though. Y'all stick together and all that, but the whole time you are basically her, just in a different form, more popular, etc. You ain't no different, but people treat you like you are because of your name. But The same way you say what you say about her and the men, she can say the same thing about you and the men. Y'all are on the same carousel. You're no special. But what do I know? Somebody is going to say I'm hating. When people told you to go heal, they meant go heal because you don't know what you need or what you want. Or maybe you just have given up on putting in the necessary work, the real work that goes beyond social media validation. And you're just going to have fun how you see fit. Because the type of accountability that is required here is ugly, it's painful. It's going to make you look at yourself ugly, question everything you know, and everybody around you who lied to you and didn't keep it 100. You tell me if I'm tripping, folks. I know.